Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Velanique. In this space, what I do is I test makeup for a mature skin. I am 50 years old now and I am on the hunt for makeup that works well in this phase of my life. And today I have found a lovely product. It is a little bit pricey, so it's a little bit of a luxury product, but today I'm going to be having a look at Huda Beauty's new Icy Nude eyeshadow palette, as well as one of the new blushes from the collection as well, and this one is in the shade Latte. So let's have a quick squiz at what this palette looks like. Oh, isn't it absolutely gorgeous? And here are the swatches: Iced Out, High Life, Platinum, Unapologetic, Faux Fur, Gold Standard, Second Row, Avalanche, Aura, VVS, Poised, She's Rich, Cold Plunge. Last row, IDGAF, Bling, Oneself, Diamond Dew, Lavish, First Class. So I have heard, at least my daughter said to me, she didn't think that this would be a good idea to get this palette because it's very similar to the Pretty Grunge palette. The Pretty Grunge palette is one that I have used pretty much every week this year. I have absolutely loved the this product. I really have. I think I got it this time last year. I think she releases a palette once a year. I did hear somewhere that this is the last large palette, eyeshadow palette, that Huda Beauty is going to be releasing, and if that's the truth, that's quite a shame, because I think these days we're not really getting that many palettes, or at least here in South Africa. I cannot think of a brand that's brought us out a new palette. If you know of any, just let me know in the comments below. But anyway, let's have a look at what the two look like side by side, and I think that they are quite different. So you can have a look. Some of the color stories do look a little bit similar, but the Pretty Grunge palette is definitely far moodier, and the colors are a lot grungier than the cool Icy Nude one. I think that these colors are very clean, and there are so many beautiful looks that you can do with this palette. So in the video today, what I have done is I have created 3 lovely looks, at least I think they're lovely, using this palette. So I'm going to show you the first 2. I'm going to do a bit of a voiceover for that because I didn't do any talking through it, and then after that I'll then show you how I created this lovely look. Taking High Life, I'm using this as my transition color that goes from the crease up just below my eyebrow, deepening that line. Then with Unapologetic, I'm going to pop that into the crease of my eye. I don't want to go any higher. I make sure that I blend that out really nicely, and then what I'll also do is take that color and just pop it onto the outer third of my eyelid, and I really did take my time and make sure that everything was quite blended. On my finger, I'll be taking Iced Out, and I'm going to pop that color all over my movable eyelid. In the video here, you can see that I took quite a lot of the product. I think I was a little bit heavy-handed with it because it is quite an intense color, and a little bit goes a long way. This color is exquisite. It shifts from this icy white to blue to pink. It is absolutely incredible, but I think a lighter hand will do it. Just blending out with a clean brush in my crease just to make sure there's no harsh lines, and then on a sharp little angled brush I take Cold Plunge, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to define the outer corner of my eye, just taking it up just to neaten up the edges. Finishing off my look with a little bit of mascara. I love the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit in the shade Plum, and I just think that it really looked really lovely with this color combination. Second look, I'm going to be taking Lavish as my transition color. I'm going to pop that from my crease and just to below where my eyebrows are, and really take my time to blend that out. Once that's blended nicely, then I take the same lavish color and I just pop that onto my movable lid pretty much halfway. Taking faux fur on a smaller blending brush, I'm now just going to pop that into my crease, and I'm going to try and keep it there, really blend it out as best as I can. I can see I've messed a little bit, oh dear, never mind. I will clean that up in a half a second. Taking faux fur and just making sure that I work that really nicely onto my outer corner of my eye, taking a clean brush to clean up the mistakes. This powder blends out so beautifully. Right, taking She's Rich and the edge of my primer bottle, and now I'm going to create a little bit of definition, a little tiny wing. Taking this She's Rich color and just popping it on my outer corner of my eye, and then just blending it a little tiny bit on the outer corner and onto my lash line. Taking IDGAF, and this is going to be my inner corner color. I'm going to concentrate that on the inner corner of my eye, just to halfway. I'm just going to blend it out, and then taking Aura, which I think is my most favorite color in this palette, on my finger, and I'm just going to press that onto the center part of my eye, the movable eyelid. Oh, this color is absolutely exquisite. For my under eye, I'm taking Lavish and Faux Fur, and I'm just going to pop that underneath my eyelashes. Finishing off with Bad Girl Bang Plum mascara, and oh my gracious, I think of all the looks that I have created so far, this one is my favorite one. I just love it. Okay, it's zoomed right in so that you can see the eyeshadow application. What I am going to do first of all is I'm going to take a little bit of my loose powder, and I'm just going to pop it underneath my eyes, because the glitters and the sequins in this palette particularly do actually fall out. There is quite a bit of fallout when I was playing around with them earlier in the week. Right, okay, so what I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a little halo eye, not little, but I'm going to do a halo eye, so I'm going to see if I can use a little bit of the darker shades. Should we get going? Let's go. Starting off with Lavish. I'm going to pop that into just above my crease and my brow bone. That's going to be my transition color. What I do enjoy about this palette is that the shadows are very easy to blend. I really enjoy how buildable these shadows are. Okay, I'm going to take that same shade and I'm just going to pop a little bit just onto my eyelid. Blend, make sure there's no harsh lines. And I just take a clean little brush and I'm just going to soften that line just above my brow bone. Next I'm going to take Poised, and I'm going to pop that just in my crease. I'm going to take a little skinnier blending brush and just pop that just in my crease. I'm going to just trace the shape of my eye socket like that. A little bit more. Taking a flat packing brush, I'm going to take She's Rich and just on the side of the brush like that, excess off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm going to join it just at the top in my socket. So here we go. I'm just patting that on, just the first little third of my eye. I'm going to make sure that I leave the center part absolutely bare, because that's where I'm going to put my shimmer. Okay, and let me take a little bit more and pop that on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to tip my head back and join those two just at the top. taking my skinny little brush, I just want to make sure that I blend that. Okay, I see I've missed a tiny bit on my inner corner, so I'm going to go straight in again. Just on the inner corner. And then for the glitters, I mean, we are actually quite spoiled for choice which glitter we can use. So I actually think I'm going to mix two of them today. So I'm going to mix, let's see, VVS as well as this gold one. And the gold one is called Gold Standard. Okay, so let's take a little bit of the VVS. I'm going to take it on my middle finger, just ever so slightly. Tap off if I can. All right, and then I'm just going to just press it in. There's still quite a lot on my finger, just to try and help with the fallout. I'm just going to wipe that off on a little hand towel I have next to me, and I'm just going to press that in. I don't want to go too high, I just want to keep it really on my eyelid. Oh, how stunning is that? Oh my gracious, I tell you what, she really does know how to do the shimmers and the glitters. Oh, that's just so exquisite. All right, let me take a little bit of the Gold Standard and I'm going to pop that just on top. This one is not as emollient as what the VVS is, and it's also not as chunky. So I'm just going to concentrate that on my lash line. What do you think? I'm going to take my little fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend the top here. And taking my little packing brush, just to blend on the sides. So what I'm going to do for my under eye is I'm going to take a little bit of She's Rich and then I'm going to blend it with the Unapologetic. So just using quite a skinny little brush. Pop that on. Just halfway like that. I'm always very nervous to go with a dark color all the way to the inner corner of my eye. I think it's just a me thing. If you like that type of look, then take the color all the way through. So now I'm going to just take Unapologetic and I am going to just then blend that underneath. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more of the Gold Standard and I'm going to pop that just underneath my eye like that and blend a little bit. That is my eye done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and do the other side, and then I'm going to quickly wipe the excess powder off, and then we're going to have a look and see how the blush works out. Alright, so my lashes are done, and I just did my lashes with the Bad Gal Bang Benefit, oh my gracious, the dog, sorry, the Bad Gal Bang Benefit mascara. This is in the shade Plum. I think it's my absolute favorite mascara of the year, really. I've loved wearing it every single time I've worn it. So yeah, so there we go. So the eyes are done. The fallout, there's still quite a bit of fallout, but it is what it is. I think that if you are going to buy this palette, I would do your makeup, your eye makeup first, and then pop your complexion products on afterwards. Rather safe than sorry, I suppose. Okay, so the blush. So this one is called the Blush Filter, and it is the Icy Nude, and I chose the shade Latte. So online, I have been seeing quite a few people that have been using this blush as a blush and a bronzer all in one. They're calling it, I think, Blonzer. I hope I've got the term right. So I have used her blush like this before. I've got this one here. This one is in the shade Strawberry Cream, and I have absolutely loved the formulation of this blush. So it's the same formulation. It has quite an unusual little applicator, and the shade is quite an unusual shade because it looks like a bronzer, but then as you blend it out, it's got a little bit of a red tinge to it. So it really works well as a 2-in-1 product. So how I've been using it is I hope it's going to work now that I've put powder on my face, but let's see. So I just take it and I just pop it where I would put my blush and my bronzer, so kind of just in the middle, like so. And then you can use your fingers or a brush, and then you just blend it in. Oh, it doesn't go too badly over the powder, thank goodness for that. And then just up a little bit as well. How's that? It's so quick and easy. So you've got one product that is 2-in-1 really, and it just looks absolutely lovely. What do you think? Well, there we go. That is my face done, and I will say that the Icy Nude definitely does have my vote. It is a pricey item. It is 1,350 Rand, but I think it is money well spent, judging by the Pretty Grunge palette, which I have pretty much used every week of this year. I have loved this product, and I can see that I will most likely be loving this one into next year as well. So if you are a soul that celebrates Christmas, maybe this could be put on your Christmas wish list, or if you are not, then I think you should just put it on a wish list anyway, because I really think that it is a wonderful palette, and it works well on this mature face, so that's a fun thing. And the blush, yeah, listen, I think that this is a fantastic product. I think this is a great one. I would recommend this one. This one retails for $5.45, so it's also quite an expensive product, but it is 2-in-1, and I absolutely love how very easy this formulation is to use. You actually can't even mess it up, and I think you can also use it a little bit as an eyeshadow as well. You could pop it on there if you've got one of those days that you just want to just do something a little different. You can use it there. So yeah, I think this is a good one. So yeah, Icy Nude for me. I'm very happy with this. I'm happy with my purchases. Well, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, won't you consider subscribing? It would be so awesome to have you as part of our community, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.